Lord have mercy.
All right, what's up, YouTube? How are y'all doing? What? Okay, it's been a busy day. My phone has just been ringing off the hook, text messages across the country. Really nice. So I was on, if you did not notice, I was on All About the Tea. So we want to give a special shout out to Monica. And we had a conversation, and many people were dragging me, right? They said, "Oh, you didn't have a conversation." If you would have listened to the live that we did on Patreon, and it's still up, you will hear everything tonight was confirmed by Monica. So we had a conversation, and she said, "Oh, I don't want to record. I don't want to record it." And you know why she not wanted to record it? Because she was going to deliver it on her own platform. But I had the power to give you all the notes of that conversation, and I posted it on Patreon. So I want to thank all of my faithful producers that watch us and support us and that go on our platform and know that we're all about delivering commentary. That's what we do over here at the Wiley Show, baby. We deliver commentary. That's what we do. We give you commentary. Okay. And so we're going to break down what she was talking about in her live, Monica, the owner and CEO of All About the Tea. And she had on there Dr. Griffin. And I was like, "Oh my God, who is Dr. Griffin? What's going on?" And she's a doctor, a licensed doctor. And she was doing the intro and also was talking about the culture, the state, the state of All About the Tea. So she talked about in January 21, she met Schoolboy on Twitter, and they were sending DMs, and they was like good girlfriend. She met Marcellus through Caillou from Black Socialites, rest in peace to Caillou. And so she was even explaining about players and said, "Hey, yes, she used to call into all the time. She loved her spirit. She invited her on the show." And I want to pause right there. Monica saw the talent in players and said, "Hey, I'm offering you an opportunity to be on All About the Tea." Okay. So with that being said, Monica brought up an idea of a contract, but she said players did not bring it up. Now, Monica, said she brought up the contract many weeks later, but she did brought it up. So that kind of like make players look like a liar when she said no one brought up a contract. So we go down, and then Dr. Griffin asked her, what was it? She said it was a verbal agreement of how much she would be paid and what she required to do on the panel. Okay. So with that being said, she said typically when you do panels on YouTube, you don't get a check. When you do panels on the YouTube channel, you don't get a check to do YouTube. That is something that you get on the back end. So with that being said, Monica once again is making history by being one of the first Black YouTubers that offer other Black YouTubers an opportunity and pay them on a monthly basis, share some of the revenue to her fellow panelists. This is unheard of when you're talking about Black YouTubers. I'm gonna let that sink in. This is unheard of when it's concerning to Black YouTubers. I've been on plenty platforms, made plenty YouTubers money, and I didn't get a check. So what Monica did is very, very, very history, okay? And so we want to say to the moderators, let the people comment. If they say something about our eye, which is great because my eye is crock-eyed. Let me pause right there for a second. If the audience say, oh my gosh, the eye is confusing me, it will confuse me too. So you tell them the truth. So let them comment, let them be free, let them sit back, let the people say what they want to say to get off their chest over there. Let's loosen up because I kind of like it. Because when I get on that comedy stage, people might talk about my eye. They might try to run up and try to slap me or something. And I ain't gonna have no moderators. So just loosen up and let's enjoy the party. Who cares if they say something about the eye because the eye is crossed. Okay, that's one thing that is the truth. I look that way, the camera's up there. When I look around, the eye just move around. So that's just what it is. Until we get the coins, we could definitely can fix the eye. Okay. Anyway, I can go. Well, let me call Tasha. Let me call Tasha and see if she can get me a doctor that can fix my eye. Because it can be fixed. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'll call Tasha K later on. She probably busy right now getting her BBL. Anyway, let's continue. Typically, I reset that. On May 17th, she said she had got a call from players, and she announced that she's going to give a 2-week notice that she is going to quit the panel, right? And it was another deal that was worked out and said, can you do every Friday? Can you do after dark? So let me pause right there. She gave a 2-week notice. And if you can just go back and look at Player's 2-hour video that was deleted, but it's on YouTube right now. If you just type in her name, she said, God, want me to leave the panel. So I don't know if she put that in her 2-week notice, but that's what the woman said. So if we go back down, and she Players, the attorney, wanted to know how much money are you going to pay me if I commit to every Friday or 1 day a week. So we get to that. So she would say, okay, let me think about this and see how much you would get paid, even though Player says she still want to get paid the $300. But Monica says, no, where in the world I'm going to pay you $300 and you're not even committing to a full-time schedule. Anybody know if you change your hours and do like a PRN or whenever you show up, you're not going to get the same hours as someone showing up for 40 hours. I had a job. I missed a lot of days over there. They just sent a check and it was only $100. So I can't go to that job and say, oh my gosh, where's the rest of my money? If I didn't commit to all the hours I was supposed to work. So I can't go to the job and say, hey, you shorted me because I only did 10 hours. So you're only going to get paid the amount of money that you work. And if you agree to that amount, you can't talk months and years later and say, hey, I don't like that amount about the money, because you have already agreed about what the amount you want. So she said that, Monica said she went out on Memorial Day weekend with her children. She was wearing a mask. She said she got sick and she was in bed. So she texted Players and she said that she canceled the Monday show because she was very sick. People do get sick, right? And they don't feel like texting and calling, because when you got children, you can catch, outside, you get viruses or whatever. You don't have the energy to be on the phone. The first priority is your health, to get back to a healthy state. So I'm gonna scroll down here, and she counseled on Friday, and then again she reached out and she wanted to know about the pay. And then Monica said she was under the impression that it would be a show on Friday, but on Monday, Players announced that she was going to leave the panel, and Monica was like, Players didn't even tell me that she was going to make this video. She thought was under the assumption that they were all good. Again, she was under the impression that they was all good. So with that being said, obviously Players was leaving out some key moments in the exchange that she had with her former employer, the founder, the CEO, a beautiful Black woman, Monica. So when you scroll down, this is the part that she addressed. Players in her video claimed that some of the comments were being deleted, some of the favorable comments. So Monica responded and said that she don't know, quote, she don't know who deleted those type of comments. And she said that she talked to some of the moderators, and she said, well, they deleted some comments because they will be praising players and downing and degrading the rest of the panel, saying, oh, players is so great, the rest of them is trash. So they deleted those type of comments. So when I go to my other page and I was here to take my notes while I was backstage, she players claimed that she did not get a farewell address, and she was upset about that. And again, Monica said she was blindsided because she decided to do a video and tried to drag. She said she texted Bishop and said, hey, I'm leaving the panel. And then Monica said, I thank players for coming on. She said she never had an argument with players from the 5 months she known her. No disagreement. She says she's so happy of players, and she is proud of her. She said, let her focus. And what she said is, let her focus on her mental health. And this is the thing, players left, and Monica said these words. She's leaving the panel to focus on her mental health and to focus on her day job. That is pretty much what she said. If you were on my Patreon, and which you can sign up today, we talked about that. We played that soundbite. So it wasn't that Monica was downing her players' mental health. She said no, she was going to focus on her mental health. But the narrative got out there with a lie. And players fed into the lie and promoted the lie, when in reality, Monica actually thanked that woman for coming on her platform to being a part of it, and that she was following and leaving because she wanted to focus on her mental health. That is what Monica said. But when you go out there to the commentators, they were spinning this false narrative. They were putting it out there as though Monica was giving and just attacking players. That is how they push the narrative. So when we go down and I continue to read, it was a narrative where, and she said, listen, anytime that players put on lipstick, she was like, what's the lipstick color of the day? And she said the reason why she kept asking players, well, what is the lipstick of the day? It's because she wanted to put it out there and market. And so when players drop a lipstick line, people will rush out and get it because it's already embedded in their minds that what is the lipstick color of the day? And the women that kept saying it, if players would have dropped the lipstick line, they were 9 out of 10 chances would go out there and purchase the lipstick. If she, speaking of Monica, was jealous of players, why would she encourage her fellow panelists to announce the color of lipstick? Why would she even implant that seed in her mind that you should come up with your own lipstick line? If a person that is jealous of you will never encourage you to start your own business. A person that is jealous of you will never encourage you to start your lipstick line. Not a person that is jealous. A person that is jealous will discourage you to do anything outside the panel. So let's go down. I want to continue to read this. She spoke about, and we talked about this exclusively on Patreon, and people dragged me for it. But Monica confirmed that tonight. And what she confirmed, she said, on Player's birthday, she, quote, gave all of the super chats and promoted the woman's Cash App. And on her birthday, on top of all that revenue that players got that night, Monica went in her personal bank account and gave her $250. Tell me, if a person that is jealous of you, a person that is hating on you, will not go in their wallet and give you $250, give you all the super chats that night, and promote your Cash App. And we even gave that an estimation in the Patreon hours ago. We said we assumed that she got $1,000 in the Cash Apps and she got the $250. And on top of that, her $300 that she got for the month of her service on being on All About the Tea. And again, people dragged me for it. They dragged me for it when I was on Patreon. And the real people that was on Patreon, The real folks that listen to that 15-minute live. And if you would listen to what Monica said tonight, everything was confirmed. Everything was confirmed. And this is why I tell you to join the Patreon. I don't have to lie to get your $1 a month. I don't have to lie to get your $2.99 a month. I don't have to lie for that. I was working because I had a conversation with the owner and CEO of All About the Tea because she reached out to me. Let's continue to read. She said for the 5 months that she known players never one time gave any type of grievances that she was dealing with on the panel. Never brought it up. Out of the 5 months that Monica known players. Players said in her video that she never got the topics in advance, that they never knew what they were talking about until they click on the Patreon. So Monica said with Dr. Griffin questioning about it, she said that I will send them a DM or in the group chat of the live before we go live. I will pre-schedule live and they will know the topics that we're talking about. And she said this, it could be a communication error because on Thanksgiving, I only text my family on Thanksgiving. I don't call them. So that could be. She said Schoolboy and Players and Monica, they would send group chats together. And some other person that called into the show kept praising Prez. And she started to cry. This person was being messy, plays and Prez and dragging the rest of the panel. Because that's what messy people do. They create division. That is what they do. And Players was crying. And other the fellow cast members felt as though they felt like trash because somebody that was a viewer were uplifting one of the cast members and trashing the rest. So let's go down. And she said about Bishop, she said 20 to 24 hours. He said he will not leave the panel. He said he ain't leaving. But then he did a video with a thumbnail saying, I'm breaking my silence. On our Patreon that we done exclusively, we even put it out there that he wanted to smash Players and he would flirt with her. And once she left, she got in his ear and played on that flirtation, and he left the panel because his woman left the panel. And he said that Monica, this is Bishop, was saying that Monica have poor communication and all of that. And with all that being said, it's a woman by Monica Sauce for Bojinga or Bojingo Chicken. They have put that woman business out there, screenshots, pictures, and all that. They sent me DMs about it and talking about this is the woman. And I'm saying they send the woman threats. They all on her page and all crazy stuff because they think that she's the Monica with the avatar. And they are 100% wrong to even do that. And then when she asks about the avatar, because that's one of the big things that they come and criticize Monica on. Why do you have an avatar? Why do you have an avatar? And she said, well, it's a YouTuber name by the name of Corpse Husband that got about 7.5 million. Even on Patreon, we didn't say Corpse Hub. We said another YouTube name that got a user avatar and got millions of subscribers. And she said the reason why would I show myself and I'm getting death threats off of being on the avatar? So why would I do that on my regular channel? Why would I show myself when you're doing this when I'm showing avatar? No, I'm not going to show myself. And it's all about hashtag protect the avatar. She said she was at 60,000 subscribers before she started doing panels. It had accumulated up to 90,000, up to 100,000, 90 to 100,000 subscribers. She said it was a collective effort. And that pretty much sums up. And I said what I said. And I don't back down on what I said. because I spoke my truth. And just because I don't speak about what you want me to believe, because you believe in one thing, I have my own mind. And I'm going to always speak my mind. So with that being said, when I had this conversation, many people did not like my delivery on some things. And I said, listen, I have my own mind. No one is using me. No one is paying me. If you've been knowing Wiley, I have always been very strong in my opinion. Been very, very strong of what I believe in. And that will never change. I want to say this in this live because I was dragged on Patreon, not on Patreon, I'm sorry, on StreamYard. Was StreamYard? No, it was Station Head. And I want to talk about this brother that got veneers, this brother that drink very heavily, this brother that controls his boyfriend and tell him when to sit down, eat, and boo-boo. This brother decided to go on his station head and call me retarded. And he went on his station head and he said it repeatedly. And he was so angry at me because all I said was I defended Tasha K. And that brother was angry because I defended Tasha K. And he think that the only reason why I'm defending her is because she paid me to do it. He showed not one shred of evidence of a cash out receipt. He didn't show not a bank statement record, nothing. He was just going in and he kept calling me retarded repeatedly. All because I defended a black woman. I can be called retarded any time of the day because that don't bother me. But when I see you trying to attack a black woman that have been doing nothing but helping you and offering opportunities to you, of course, I will defend her. Do she call me and say defend her? No, she don't have to do that. If I feel as though that someone is saying something that I don't agree with, I'm going to go live and give my opinion. The same way you drink your alcohol and spin around in that chair and give your opinion. That does not make me retarded because I have a difference of opinion of you. You, sir, is sadly mistaken. You're not the only one that can sit on your platform and give an opinion. I will always give my opinion. And don't you dare project that I will never be nothing, sir. I am already something. Because you are triggered to speak about me to your audience. You can't say that my platform is trash when we on the same platform. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have all type of people that view me. I have an audience, whether you like it or not. People rocks with the Wiley Show. And that is something that you have to get it through your veneer mouth. I'm a commentator. And I give commentary. You don't know how many subscribers I have. Because it's hidden. And you know the reason why I hid it is because I control my platform. Because I can do what I want to do on my platform. Like you can do whatever you want to do on your platform. It goes that way. And so when I look at this platform and I look at the people that follow me, I say they come at Wiley so much because I look the way I look. and they think that I'm slow because they see a cross eye. And that brother was just saying it so well, and he was speaking to his audience, and he was saying, "Oh, he have a limp leg and all that. He never seen me in person." And he just speaks with so much hatred, all because I defended the black woman. And the thing about it, he didn't even watch the video. He claimed, "Oh, didn't even see the video. Oh, I didn't see the video." But yet you so angry and mad. And the reason why he's mad because Wiley got his own show without his help. And he's mad at Tasha because Tasha won't help him. That's what it is. He's mad at Storm because Storm, it took his spot and he upset and angry. That's why he upset and mad. If Tasha called him today and say, "Listen, you could be back in my good graces. You could come on back home," he would be right there with his gaming chair, with his boyfriend that he pretty much tell when to sit down, when to stand up, when to do jumping jacks, when to roll over, when to bark like a dog. He'd go and do all of that and be right back over there with Tasha Cat. He's just angry because she have moved on with her life. And I want to say it again. No one pays me to defend them. I have a show and I offer my opinion. And that will never, ever change. Our platform is growing and people are watching us. So, what I want to pose to that brother, why are you so angry? And why do you have to use the R word when you drink alcohol and you are a drunk? You can't hardly sleep at night, so you drink about 3 to 4 bottles of liquor. You can't spend not one day without drinking. Until you can control that, don't try to come at me. Put the liquor bottle down. We're going to open up these phone lines. But I first would like to say, click the like button. How y'all doing? How y'all doing out there? Make sure y'all thumbs up the video, and we are definitely here. So what I'm going to do, I am going to open and the StreamYard up to any viewer that want to come on. The only house rule is that you don't use no profanity, okay? So you don't have to show yourself on camera, not at all. That's not required. You can use an avatar, but don't use any type of profanity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up to the producers, okay? I'm really going to open up this to the producers, to the chat. So I know some of y'all is late, but it's okay. We talked about it, and that's why you catch the replay. Okay, so and if anybody want to subscribe, you can just click that subscribe button. It is free to do. And moderators, and also too, if you want to be notified of when we go live, because you don't get your notifications, I got that information on the screen as well. If you want to be notified when I go live, text the Wiley Show to 833-760-1691, and you could be notified today. Whenever I go live. Okay. That's how you be notified. So this messy, I don't care who give you money and drag you. All right. Oh gosh. So that is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. I got that. All right. All right. So we're gonna drop the link, and we're gonna allow you all, if y'all want to call in and everything, we're gonna open that up. And then another thing, people were saying, "Hey, you're going to be on the panel and all this." I said, listen, whatever door opens up to the Wiley Show, we will assess and talk it over with our people, and we will walk through that door if it's a great door to walk in. So as of right now, we are working on the Wiley Show. We have videos that we're going to promote and that we're going to put out. That is what we're going to do. So that is what it is. Okay. If you have not subscribed, that's what we do over here. Okay. We have our own show. We have an established show. We're growing. And that's something that Monica said I want to put out there, that it is hard on YouTube to get to 1,000. It is challenging to be monetized. For me, it took me a long time to get almost 30,000 subscribers. It took me a while to get there. You know what I'm saying? So it's It's just all about how dedicated you are and how consistent. And that brother, I want to speak on what he said, Mr. Veneers, what he said on his platform. He said, he is so lazy. He is so lazy. I'm like, huh? I work hard on YouTube. I go live mostly every day. And if I do take a break, I take a break because I don't think it's healthy to go live all day, every day. You need some me time. So, but I work very hard and we have grown. This channel have almost millions of views that this channel have garnered, right? And so this don't happen if you're lazy. You get that by putting in the work, and we will get there. And you can celebrate your number of subscribers all day, but it's not 155,000. It's not 115,000 people watching your content. You average about 10 to 20,000 views. That's not 100,000 views that you're garnering. So that means to tell me a lot of the people that subscribe are not even watching your content. So you cannot brag about a number when your views do not even match up to the big, huge subscribe number that you have. Let's be very, very clear on that. And that's the problem when you have YouTubers that garner and get a platform and get and become successful in subscribers. They immediately, one of their attacks on up and coming YouTubers or smaller content creators, they always brag about their subscribe number. And that's something they think that's something, but when you look at their views, they don't get them many views like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to, and so shout out to all the up and coming YouTubers that are out there that got less than 100,000 subscribers. We popping too. Okay. I just want to say that. So we're going to open up these, the StreamYard. Okay. If you're coming on, just stay backstage and I will bring you on. Okay. All right. So, with your success, all right, let's see it right there. They said, with your success, while your success is not measured by others who want to destroy you, keep pushing. I will try to YouTube, but I learn from you. Yes. Okay, so we're going to open it up and we're going to bring people on one at a time. So you be there. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring you on. All right. All right, Freddie, is that your name? You live on air.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
All right. Veneers is right. You are retarded.
Okay. Okay, let me say this. If he's right, why are you calling to somebody's platform that is retarded? make that make sense. You always call
make it make sense.
You always call in. That don't make any sense. You always call it to a platform. If somebody is retarded, why would you call into someone's platform to voice your opinion? Goodbye. Oh, guys, the people. All right. Hey, you live on air. How you doing,
Hey,
lovely?
hey, Wiley, what's up? Yeah, I just wanted to call in because this whole thing is crazy and people are dragging you because you got your opinion. It's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is I have a different opinion from you. And I'm still gonna watch your show. I'm still gonna tune in. I'm still gonna give you the view. But the thing about it is that this lady she did definitely gaslight. I feel like, why did she have that doctor on the show? What was the freaking doctor supposed to be? I mean, she could have just came on there by herself, did what she was gonna do, but for her to just sit up there and disclose the late Pleasant's real name and the location where she worked, I don't feel like that was cool. I don't feel like the fact of her acting like Monica Sauce is not her. Monica Sauce is definitely her. You went out of your way to prove, oh, she's not me, but you got caught up because you ended up saying somebody, one of your friends or a blogger said your kids are out there or something. Yeah, you want to know why? Because those were your kids and that lady is you. Okay, Monica Sauce is Monica, and I know for a fact. I have sources, very close sources to the Bojangles. She's from the west of
This is what I
west.
want to say. No one has shown any video footage at all. And
She's from the west suburbs. She's from the
if
west
she is,
suburbs. She's
even
from the west suburbs
even
of
if you did,
Illinois.
even if you did, where's the proof, right? Where is it out there? Even if it did, is it going to stop people from viewing her show? Is it going to stop people from supporting? The answer is no, because
No,
the
it's not.
brand is strong. It's not going to stop
Yeah.
people from watching her product.
Yeah, she had AK in the chat tonight just to tune in to see what she was gonna say. So, if anything, this may make the views go up because people are gonna want to see. She said that Schoolboy is still gonna be a part of the panel, even though Schoolboy said he or she is not. So that is something that people are gonna want to tune in to see. People are gonna want to tune in to see what's gonna be happening with this show after all of this is over. They're going to, just like she said, people are going to be making money off this. She's going to be making money off this. They say Ples is coming out with a video tomorrow. You know, she may have the other bishop with her. Maybe Princess, you know, they're all gonna be making some money off of this. But the funny part of it all to me is when she said so Debinar was never a panelist, and he's all on his show, all on the live, on every live he did or every interview he did, he was basically saying how he felt like he was a panelist, you know, but just a very exclusive, maybe an extra call-in person, but he felt like it. He's like, she was calling me her mom. She was calling me her son. She told me I reminded her of her son. And she's like, the guy just started calling me his mom. I'm like, this is a joke. This is a joke. These people, I mean, this is a bunch of he say, she say. But just like you said, people are still going to watch. So why does it really matter at the end of the day? What the hell does this matter for? I mean, I'm gonna be watching. I know the next video she drops, I'm gonna be having my eyes. I mean, I'm not subscribed, but do we really care about our subscribers, or do you
No,
care about the views? No, we care about the views.
you care about the views, and the reason why
Exactly.
she had the Dr. Or because it offered something different. It was really nice. It was professional, and the doctor came on and showing her face and offering a voice of reason, offering balance. And so I thought it was very creative of her to have the doctor. This ain't the first time someone had someone interview them on their platform. It's very nice, and I
I,
thought it was great to do because it
I
offers something different.
agree. I agree with that, but at the same time, I was looking for, she was biased, and I was looking, she seemed like a close friend, a very close friend. And in the chat they were saying how she was supposed to be a mistress of Jamal. You know, I don't know if that to be true, never heard of that. But they were saying how she was in an 8-year relationship and she just ended up leaving that. And also in the chat was giving a lot of information. They were saying that Play's comments were deleted. All that you I don't know if you were in the chat or not, but they, some of the moderators were like, yeah, I was deleting chats. I was deleting chats. Who was Ples? Who was Ples? You know, so some of those moderators were definitely saying like, yeah, I was deleting the chat. And I was like, but for me, I think she should have had Tasha K. She should have went on Tasha K's show, or Tasha K should have been the one, or maybe even you, definitely somebody that would have kind of challenged her and would have been like, well, I'm going to play little devil's advocate, because you guys do that sometimes when you do interviews. You play the devil's advocate and ask questions that, you know, necessarily are like, well, you know, girl, why didn't you know, you should have, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Somebody should have challenged her a little bit, and that's all I wanted, was a little bit of challenge for her. And the doctor did not do that. So yeah, that's it though. That's all I gotta say,
Yeah,
Wiley.
I think the doctor did offer something, and it was a great opinion. It really worked because when you look at the views, it was very, very positive, and most of the members pretty much said we're staying. I talked to some after the show, and they're like texting me right now, and they're saying, "Hey, Wiley, I'm staying on her show. I'm not going to quit watching her. She offered a great opinion." Some even told me, one person told me that you know, hurt that some of the panelists left, but she's looking forward to the new panel and to the new show.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I mean, I saw the chat. They were, I mean, half of those people in the beginning of the chat were dragging her, but by the end of the chat, I watched the whole video. They were basically saying, "Oh, Monica, we love you. We're here for you." I'm like, what the hell? This is the most bipolar chat I have ever seen in my life. But hey, she knows what she's doing. Just like she said, she's been in the business for 8 years. She's true to this, not new to this. So, kudos to you, Monica. You did what you wanted to do. Now let's see what tea and these exclusives, like she said, she's about to be dropping. I'm going to be waiting. So I'm going to be going back to the chat, Wiley. I love you. And I'm
Yes,
going to
I love you
continue to
too.
watch the show
Yes, thank you.
and
Thank
get
you.
those views up. Skip the subscribers. We're looking for views, boo, not
Yes,
subscribers. Okay.
yes, thank you. Thank you so much. This was lit. Thank
All
you.
right.
All
All
right.
right.
So we got time for about one or two more callers out there because we don't want this to be a very, very lengthy live because we do have to get ready for tomorrow and release more content for you all. We got some topics that we're going to get into for you all to get into and watch. So we're not going to make this too lengthy. But I will tell you all this: whoever joins the panel, they're going to put on a good show because the brand is definitely strong over there. We're all about the tea. So give me a second. I'm going to bring somebody else on the screen. Okay. All right. Lady L, is that your name? Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Wiley. I don't know anything about the Monica thing because I don't even know what that is. I asked what it was in the chat, but I don't know what that is. I gotta go back and look.
Okay.
But I did catch the end when you was talking about your friend.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I just think that it's sad that y'all was friends once upon a time, and it has gotten so ugly. I do not agree with calling people the R word.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very rude and nasty, you know. And I do not like how he, at first he was funny. I used to watch him, but I just don't like how he talks about like black women. Like that bothers me. And I don't know. It's not, somebody did him so wrong because it seemed like the hatred is real or whatever. But Wiley, you do have to admit now that you do have a soft spot for Tasha K that can seem kind of biased. I see it, but
I don't
I
have
mean
a
I don't
self
have it.
threat. I just listen. We don't talk about her every day, but it's no different than anybody else that talks about her. I mean, plenty people, make videos about her. Even with the case that she had with Cardi B, which the trial would be in September, they talked about that. Talk about her a lot. They break down the case. They release audio recordings of the case. So what's the difference of what we're gonna do right now of talking about it? It's not a difference.
Well,
I don't know why I
Well, I
can't.
think well, I think it's the past conversations that happen, and I like I said I don't know. Y'all relationship is weird. You YouTubers is weird because like I said,
Yeah,
all y'all was friends at one time. Armon, you, Tasha K, Storm, like all y'all was friends at one time. So to see, I think once the platforms, the people got bigger and people started thinking like they was better than the next person. And I think that's what happened when you got more subscribers. Well, with him, he just thought that he was like better than smaller YouTubers. And I
that's
see
what.
that most,
Go ahead. That's your
huh?
point.
Yeah,
No, no.
yeah, most people are engaged in the smaller channels than the people with the hundreds of thousands of subscribers because half of those subscribers are subscribers from like years ago. Are they still watching? Probably not. So, I mean, it's
And
just sad. But I,
that's what I'm
mhm,
saying. It's like when you get this number, you get the big head. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people change. Like I remember when he didn't have the numbers, he was very humble. But as soon as the number comes, all the stuff, like, can't nobody beat me, get on my level, you can't sit with me, you're ugly, and all that.
yeah,
I'm like,
mhm,
whoa. And he
yeah,
keeps saying, you will never be nothing, you will never grow. And I'm like, I am growing. So that's another lie. We
yeah.
have a
Like
lot of people that watch us.
yeah, and the only channels I watch on YouTube, honestly, is you and I listen to Ma Radio like every day. I love her. Um, but I watch your show and then I watch Millie. That's it. The rest of these YouTubers, I mean, they seem so fake. They don't have, good content or whatever. And Millie is entertaining, even when there's really nothing going on in a celebrity. So you can watch her on any day. But I mean, these other YouTubers with these big numbers, they're boring. So nobody wants to watch them. They don't have content. So, but yeah, I really hope this is the last time you address him because he probably wants you to, talk about him.
It's a lot of topics that we're talking about. It's a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors just opening up. And once it is, I was like, oh, this is the last time. Because, when you say you're so upset, you're angry, you want to call me the R word, and he said other things as well that was very nasty. I'm like, hey, where's all this come from? And it comes from because Tasha said on her platform that she want to mentor the Wiley Show. Ever since that day, she said that he were extremely upset. And that's what his anger come from. It comes from that.
And I do think him and Tasha K be trolling each other because the veneers thing is so funny that he got his and then Tasha K, Tasha K went and got hers. So I think they be trolling each other, and it's so funny. It's
entertaining. It's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't take it so serious. And like anybody that got the money or the insurance to get veneers, do it. But you're not the only one that can get some stuff in your mouth.
And honestly, people need to stop getting those things. Like Tasha had pretty, even Armon, from the camera, from the screen, his teeth that look okay. But I mean, you can do what you want to do. It's your money. But don't, when you get like these materialistic stuff, don't start, insulting people. Like that's wrong. You cannot, insult people that's, have a disability or whatever, because he don't know. Anything can happen to him tomorrow. He may be the one with the disability tomorrow. So,
you just never know.
That's unnecessary.
Never know. So, and I want to thank you so much for calling in and for subscribing. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Okay, Wiley. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, so we want to get out here in about an hour. So we are going to open it up again. So if you want to hit the link and join the conversation, you can, and you don't have to show yourself on camera. That's a good thing. Okay, and I want to say thank you to all the subscribers and to all the viewers that, calling in and that show me love. I got a beautiful letter from a subscriber today. She was in the hospital and she said what got her through it was like watching my videos. She didn't know if she was going to make it, but she started to click on, YouTube, and they were having me playing in the back, a long time producer, and she wasn't well. So she was in the hospital, and the main thing that she would watch will be the Wiley Show. And I thank her for that. So it's plenty people that watch our product and they love it, and we have really changed, because when we started, we were on the phone. We didn't know how to hook a camera up, and we didn't know how to make thumbnails, and now we know how to do that. So we have really, 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 really grown since the first time I came on this platform, and we want to thank you for that. And another point that I want to make is don't let nobody discourage you. I'm gonna say that, and I say that from the heart. If people is saying, hey, you would never be nothing and all this, I want to say what Jay-Z we're talking about. He said his uncle would tell him, you will never sell 1 million records. And he said, I have sold 1 million records 1 million times. And what Jay-Z was saying is his uncle was projecting that fear on his nephew. And a lot of people do that. When they don't want to see you come up, they immediately come out and say, you will never be nothing. But don't take that. Always encourage yourself. And if you're sitting at home, or if you're sitting whatever you're watching this on your phone or on the television, just know, just be encouraged. You can do it. And you have to encourage yourself. And if you're a person that looks like me or have some type of disability, you can do this as well. You're not exempt. You can do it as well. Just encourage yourself and be consistent and just do it. And it's room at the table for everybody. It's a billion people in this world, and you can make it as well. So don't never think just because somebody else is doing what you would like to do that you can't do it. Yes, you can. All right. So I want to thank all the subscribers for coming on today, showing us love. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do that at Wiley Show. We're going to start doing cash giveaways where people use our hashtag. So you can definitely do that. And that is going to start pretty soon. So when you start using the hashtag, we're going to just randomly pick someone to give them like a cash app. So we're going to start doing that as well. So you got to be following our show. And when we go live, click on there and start using that hashtag on Twitter at Wiley Show. And we also on our Patreon as well. Okay, somebody said they want to call in. I'm still waiting on you. You can call in. Okay, I will let God show me that I am worth it. Oh, yes. Remember, future bloggers, it starts with one subscriber and it goes from there. You have haters that will step over and keep it moving. Come on. Yes. I'm telling y'all, it can happen that way. This was great. This was a good live. This really was. Wow. I got my water tonight, y'all. Let me drink me some more of this water. All right. Here we go. They said, Wiley, you will come back to say that Monica's wrong once she throw you under the bus like she did everyone else. No, I didn't never said she was wrong. What I said, well, if she is wrong, anything was giving ungrateful subscribers a platform. That is what I said. And there's so many people were talking about the live. I mean, it was a lot of people even talking about the conversation that we did on the backup channel, and we restrained it for today. So it was great. So we want to thank everybody for that. Also, we have 2 men and a lady panel that was going to be next week. We did an episode last night, and I want to thank you to everybody. Our season 3 is just really starting out really strong. And I want to thank Conscious TV, and also I want to thank Katie Talk 101 for being on our show. So they have done a great job, and we will be back with 2 Man and a Lady next week. So if you want to be a part of that, to view us, you could just click on that link that I'm going to post sometime tomorrow, so you can already have the notification set. All right, Yolanda, I'm saying that you're trying to call in, but you got to connect your device in order for you to speak. So give me a second. I'm going to give her a little time so she can click on there. Okay. If you got a comment, you can comment below. All right. So give me a second. We're going to bring somebody else on because the other lady was not working. It wasn't working. Let's go to this one. Okay. You're live on the air. Hello.
Wiley.
Hi.
How you doing, baby?
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Yes.
So, I just thought I'd give a call in to you. I hit the link and just want to say that I really, really appreciated your commentary on Monica's live stream today. And you look real good in that shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
So you watch. Okay, that was lovely.
Oh, I don't miss anything. No, I don't miss a damn thing. But now, Wiley, I'm trying to piece everything together. I have my opinions, and yesterday I was 100% on some things, but after listening to today's live stream, I need to kind of put things in its proper place in terms of the people and so forth. What you looking at, Wiley?
No, I'm looking. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you was focused on me.
No, I'm listening to you. Go ahead. I'm checking.
I was just saying that. Everything. I just wanted to come up here and troll you for real, Wiley. But I did enjoy the show today.
Okay.
That doctor was a little shady, though. She was a little on the shady side. But I wouldn't expect anything different when you come on someone else's when you come on your friend's panel, you're not going to champion for the other side. So that's to be expected. But there was a few things that I was a little confused about, but I have to go back and listen to it before I really kind of say something that makes some sense about it.
Okay, thank you.
Monica told a damn lie on there. She told a goddamn lie on.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay, we gotta go to the next one. So don't hang up. We're gonna try to get to everybody. All right. All right. Sean, you're live on the air. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, and I think you and Monica can shove everything y'all say.
Okay. All right. No, you ain't gonna come on here dragging nobody. Can't do that today, buddy. Okay. Not gonna happen. We ain't gonna be shoving nothing. Only thing we're gonna be shoving is peace and love and prosperity. That is what we gotta do. Uh There's something else. Well, the people, they will try to troll. This is why we do what we do over here. Okay. Okay, Yolanda, you have to connect your device in order for you to come on. So I'm gonna give you about 1 more minute because we're gonna bring this show to a close. It's already 11 o'clock. So I want to thank everybody. Make sure y'all click that subscribe button, and I'm looking forward to her new panel. So if anybody know, who do you think that's going to be on All About the Tea new panel? So y'all let me know, who do you would like to see on there? Who would you like to see on All About the Tea? Oh, that right. Who would you like to see? Oh, All About the Tea. Who would you like to see? Oh, All About the Tea. Y'all let me know. Okay, it's 12 a.m. What y'all at? Okay, you gotta be careful with the network as well. Let's see. Who would you like to see? Oh, you said don't have a queue. I don't recall players was saying that Monica was jealous of her, did miss something. Wiley on that panel. Really? Really? You really think I would be a good fit on the panel? Oh gosh, thank you so much. Wow. Okay. They were really saying that. I'm like, I'm honored. I'm really, really honored. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Really, really honored for that. Okay. They said that's why you lying to Monica give you the spot. No, I told my truth. That is exactly what I did. Told my truth, and people did not receive it. And for those that did receive it, we want to say thank you to those that received that. So thank you. Y'all have a wonderful night, and we are going to see you all in the next video. Thank you. We're done for today. Follow me on Twitter at Instagram at Wiley Show. You can follow me on Facebook, like our Facebook page, The Wiley Show. Okay. And also, I want to say you can follow us on Bingo. I think we're on there as well. So, y'all have a wonderful night, and I will talk to y'all soon. Peace. All right, we are done. Can you bring me something out the air fryer right quick? I want to put those chicken wings in there. Yes, can you please do that? We're done. Yes, yes, yes. Did I talk to her? No, I haven't. It was great. Did I do a good job? Oh, thank you. I did a good job. Oh my gosh, I love you. Okay. Yeah, just put those in there. And I got a water in the freezer. Yes. So just do that for me. Okay. All right. I'm done for tonight. The rest is me and you time. Okay. Tonight is the night. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I'll see you later. That was lit. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, I got the water in the freezer. Can you give me a water bottle? Thank you. Okay.